Welcome, Snack Attackers! My name is Jason, and I have another potentially fantastic product to review for you guys today. But first, I want to remind you to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, all the fun YouTube stuff. Now let's get to talking about this product, and this is interesting because this is a brand that we actually haven't had on the channel before and haven't talked about before. So let me bring it out. I'll tell you kind of like what my background is with it, and then we'll get to reviewing and all that stuff that we do. This is Gardettos' new flavor, Spicy Italian. Now, Gardettos, I don't know if they were first or if they're just considered the fancier version, but it's basically like Chex Mix. I think the difference is that there's no Chex cereal. So there's the breadstick, the rye bread, the white bread, and the pretzels, but there is no Chex cereal because Chex cereal is a trademark. Chex cereal exists, Chex cereal is Chex cereal. So Chex Mix is a mix of the cereal. I do know you can buy just like the rye bread stuff on its own and like the breadsticks on its own, and if you make like fancy Chex Mix you use Gardettos because like no one else sells these weird rye things. Yeah, it says quality since 1932, and I will have the editor look up when Chex Mix originated, and we'll be able to see which one came first, which one's the copycat, and which one's like a loving homage, or maybe they're both owned by the same company. I mean, the packaging looks shockingly similar. What company are you? General Mills. Yeah, I believe that's the same company. So now, if I'm to kind of extrapolate here, General Mills owns both, I believe. Could be wrong. The editor will tell you if I'm wrong. And that's how they've been doing Chex Mix. They've been using Gardettos Mix and adding it with Chex and being like, Chex Mix. It's rare to see a Gardettos new flavor, however. They, I think, have like 3 core ones. This is now a Spicy Italian, new flavor. I've never seen Gardettos release a new flavor. That being said, I don't see Gardettos everywhere. You don't find it at your local gas station, usually, and you don't find it at your local grocery store, usually, but occasionally you do. In fact, I found this at a 7-Eleven for $3.09. What's 7-Eleven? Who knows? Let's get it open. Obviously, there's not going to be a thumbnail of me holding this up because these are just small. Yeah, there's this little rye cracker, there's the breadstick, and there's the pretzel. Ooh, there's a little other breadstick. It's like a nugget. Maybe it looks a little pretzel-y. And then there's the pretzel. Yeah, it smells like Italian seasonings, oregano, basil. Yeah, I mean, it smells like Italian seasonings. I didn't get a lot of spiciness to it in the olfactory senses. Maybe that'll come only in the tasting senses. I will 3, 2, 1. There's only 4. I can do that. Should I got a plate? Didn't, though. Did not. Well, let's just give these a try. I'm just making sure I have one of everything. I think regardless of the flavors that are on here... Oh, there's also a pretzel stick. So there's 5. There's a pretzel stick as well. There's like a little mini breadstick. This thing. A pretzel stick. The curved breadstick that you all know and love. The pretzel and the rye chip. Now, I like the rye chips the most, so I'm going to put that last, as in I'm going to love that the most. Then I like pretzel. Then I think I'm going to like a little dough thing before the little breadstick, because I actually don't like the breadstick that much. And pretzel, because weirdly enough, these kind of pretzels, I don't love. I like a harder pretzel or a chewy pretzel, and by that I mean a fresh, chewy pretzel or a very hard, you know, those like big ones you can snack on. Let's give these a try, which I've said like 6 times now, and have yet to give them a try. 3, 2, 1. Snack attack. Vaguely Italian, oregano, basil, thyme, something a little spicy, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of salt. Oh yeah, they do have a onion powder and a tomato powder and a Parmesan cheese. That's why I was like, it weirdly smells like pizza, like cheap pizza, and that's why. They've got tomato, Parmesan cheese, powders, and then all the others. Interesting. Spicy Italian, I mean, that's just pizza. Should have been spicy pizza flavor. Sorry, I mean, you had cheese and tomato. It's not necessarily Italian seasoning. Breadstick. 3, 2, 1. Snack attack. Same deal. A little bit spicier. Probably because there's more surface area. A little bit more than the little pretzel. Not great. The breadiness doesn't work super well. It tastes like a really dry pizza, basically, which is not lovely. Mini chubby breadstick or chubby pretzel, yet to be determined. 3, 2, 1. Snack attack. That has a similar problem. Because it's bread-based, it just tastes like a very cheap, a little spicy pizza that seems to be missing any moisture. Pretzel stick. 3, 2, 1. Snack attack. These all have the same problem. My mind says, pizza! And then it says, no, we're sad about this. It's missing something. We don't even like we don't even like pizza that much. I don't even like pizza that much, but there's something off about this. The rye cracker. 3, 2, 1. Snack attack. That really doesn't work. The rye doesn't go well with those seasonings. But let's not be weird. Most people would have a handful. So let's do a handful of things. Just kind of random. That's how a handful works. I don't particularly like it. I could see some people might. I guess the same people... I don't tend to love those artificial pizza things. I know that the Pringles pizza flavored Pringles are some of the most popular flavor of Pringles. That's evident in the fact that they're so ubiquitous and they're so frequently purchased and so frequently seen, you know? Like with people. People must love that flavor, but I do not. I don't love the artificial pizza flavor. So, the people who like that artificial pizza flavor would indeed like this. It's an artificial pizza flavor that's also spicy, which is not bad. I think spicy Italian is really misleading. Italian seasoning has all of that, but I don't think it has the Parmesan. I don't think it has the tomato. It's just the oregano, the basil, the thyme, the salt, the pepper, the garlic, and the onion. Everything but the cheese and the tomato. It's the things that you put on top of, you know, pizza, but or like well, you can put it on top of anything. I mean, you can do anything you want with Italian seasoning. I just don't think that typically that is considered to have the tomato and the cheese. So this should be spicy pizza flavor. Because of that, because one, I think it's mislabeled, and two, my expectations therefore were incredibly warped with what I was going to have and what I did have, there was a huge disconnect with my brain, my flavoring, and my expectations. And I also didn't love it that much. It's going to be getting a snack attack pass. That being said, like I said, if you like pizza, the artificial pizza things, you will like this. You should just know going into it that this is spicy pizza flavor, not just spicy Italian. Italian doesn't mean pizza. They're not ubiquitous. But pizza, well, pizza means pizza. Out of 10, I truly don't enjoy this. I don't. I'll be on record and on the table, and but I'm still going to give it a 5 out of 10. But the question we ask around here is not, producer, do you know which came first, Chex Mix or Gardettos? It has to be the Gardettos, right? Because since they're owned by General Mills, Chex Mix had to then use the Gardettos, right? You have no answer? and the editor actually already answered this in the beginning. And this is just because I felt like I've been ignoring the producer as both a character and a person. Well, that's a very rude call-out, especially during my rhetorical situation, my rhetorical question. I mean, that's just rude to be called out like that. No, it's would you buy it again? And no, I absolutely would not. Like I said, I don't like artificial pizza-flavored things, and this is no exception. But remember, check Instagram, TikTok, all the fun social media stuff, and I'll see you in the next one.